In the mid-2020s, there existed a financial empire so colossal, so deeply entrenched in the global market, that it appeared not only untouchable but indispensable. Its tendrils reached into every corner of the financial world, controlling, manipulating, and profiting from everything it touched. For those at the top, life was a banquet of luxury and excess. But for everyone else, it was a different story. Our story today is one of immense courage, calculated risk, and ultimately triumph of the human spirit. It is a story that proves that even in the darkest of times, hope can prevail, and that even the mightiest of empires can be toppled. At the heart of this tale is a woman whose name has become synonymous with brilliance and tenacity. Her journey began like so many others, filled with dreams and aspirations that were as boundless as the sky above. But fate had a way of intervening, and it wasn't long before her life took an unexpected turn. Her story began in a small town, far from the glittering lights and towering skyscrapers of the financial world. She grew up in an ordinary house with modest surroundings that bore no hint of the extraordinary challenges that lay ahead. Her early life was a tapestry woven with the simple threads of family, friendship, and the pursuit of a decent education. There was nothing in her background that set her apart. No silver spoon, no influential family tree. Her journey was one that millions could relate to, a testament to the fact that extraordinary beginnings often belie even more extraordinary outcomes. As she stepped into adulthood, she carried with her the hopes and dreams that are the birthright of every young person. She yearned for a life filled with purpose, achievement, and most importantly, freedom. But fate had other plans. The world she stepped into was far from the one she had dreamed of. It was a world dominated by an empire of such magnitude that it seemed to have been carved out of stone. It was an empire that had not just seeped into every facet of the financial world, but had become synonymous with it. For many, it was a world they could only observe from afar, a world that seemed as distant and unattainable as the stars in the night sky. But she was not one to be daunted by towering obstacles. Her spirit was forged in the fires of adversity, and her determination was as unshakable as the mountains. And then came the moment that would change everything, the catalyst that would set her on a collision course with the empire. It was a moment that tested the very core of her being, forcing her to confront the harsh realities of a world that seemed intent on keeping her down. In the face of such adversity, most would have crumbled. They would have succumbed to the pressure, bowed to the expectations that sought to confine them within the walls of their limitations. But she was not like most people. She was a woman on a mission to not just survive, but to thrive. Her response was swift, decisive, and brilliant. With the strategic acumen of a seasoned general and the tenacity of a lioness protecting her cubs, she formulated a plan so intricate, so flawlessly executed that it would send shockwaves throughout the entire empire. This was no ordinary woman. This was a force of nature. This was a woman who would not just take on an empire, but would outsmart it. This series is more than just a story. It's a movement. Join us as we continue to explore the incredible journeys of those who dared to dream, those who dared to defy the odds, and those who dared to outsmart entire industries. Because in their stories, we find not just entertainment, but inspiration. We see reflections of ourselves and glimmers of hope for a better tomorrow. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come.